Hi everyone, how are you doing? So in this video I'm going to be talking about low content publishing and if KDP is easy. Is it easy money? Can you come onto KDP, create some low content books and start making passive income? I definitely don't want to come across as someone who is portraying this opportunity as something that is very easy and that, lots of people can just come on and make tons of money within a year or two or far less. While I do agree that it's definitely much harder to start as a complete beginner on KDP, stress that point, complete beginner without any prior experience of things that are going to help you. And I'll explain what I mean by that in a bit later on. But I do agree that it's much harder than it was a couple of years ago. So, for example, a couple of years ago, you may have had a good chance of making sales with very limited or no design experience whatsoever. And now it's a lot harder to do that. You're going to have to work a bit harder at doing that. And you're probably not going to make the sort of money that people did a couple of years ago by just putting up lots of, notebooks with different slogans on them or something like that. However, people were saying that it was hard to publish books on Amazon years ago. People said it was oversaturated. When I started KDP, people are going to say that KDP is saturated in 5 years' time. And there'll still be people making money with it, as long as that still exists, which of course we can't guarantee. We can't guarantee anything when it comes to using somebody else's platform to make money. We don't know that KDP is going to last forever. We don't know that Amazon is going to last forever. No matter how big we think Amazon is, you cannot guarantee that you can make money on Amazon for the rest of your life. So there is a risk there, and it's not necessarily a stable income that you should rely on as your primary source of income. Whatever, the risks associated with earning money on an online platform and all the rest of it, the point is you can still make money whether you started today or you started 3 years ago. There may be some differences. It may be harder, but that doesn't mean that it's impossible by any means. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. If you want to go into it, I think you need to have some sort of interest in creating books, for example, or in design, or something about the whole opportunity that is interesting to you beyond just making money. If you're just in it because you need money, I wouldn't suggest you do KDP because you're going into it with the wrong mindset from the beginning. You're always going to find examples of brand new people coming in and building a business in various areas that are oversaturated, and that continues to happen year after year. It will happen forever. But of course, you do find people that seem similarly, they seem to work for months and months. They put books out. They can't understand why they don't sell. Eventually, they get disheartened. They give up. If you're a graphic designer or if you've had experience in design or online marketing of some kind, like keyword research and niche research, or maybe you've had a print on demand business before, do I think it's oversaturated and you shouldn't join? No, you should definitely give it a go, in my opinion, if you've had that kind of experience, because you're far more likely to have success. So you might take inspiration from Lisa Irby. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if it's not. But Lisa, who recently shared how she's been making sales with low content, I will link to that video in the description. She's a great YouTuber, really inspirational. Anyway, she's done lots of videos about print on demand, and she's had a lot of success in print on demand, but now she's making sales with KDP, with low content, having only just recently started. Sure, she has had experience with merch and finding niches, and she's clued up with the keywords and so on, and she's going to have design experience. But that said, you'll have the best chance of finding success if you already have experience in these fields. It's not to say that you have to have, all of this experience, but are you going to have a higher chance of success? Yes. Similarly, maybe you only have, a creative ability. Again, you're going to have a bigger chance of success. I don't know what someone's exact chances are. I'm not able to do that. But do I think that just because someone has a low chance of succeeding in something that they shouldn't try? No, I definitely don't think that whatsoever. The reason I say this, is because I myself have tried a lot of things that I haven't been successful at in the past, or that someone could have said I wasted my time on. I don't see anything that I've done as a wasted venture or a waste of time, because I've learned and gained something from every single thing I've ever done. And that is what's led me to here. So I don't just think, oh my God, wow, a whole year wasted on that. What a waste of time. Um, and really, that's the mentality that holds people back in life from ever trying things. So many people, they won't try things to begin with because they think, oh, it might not work. I might waste my time. I might waste months. I might waste years, and then I'll fail. And then what's the point? Why think like that? That's the kind of mentality that leads people to kind of get rich quick schemes. They want the money yesterday. I actually had that mentality as well myself in the past, that stopped me from trying things. At some point, I had a bit of a mind shift, I suppose. And I just thought, well, if I pursue something long enough, if I keep going, eventually it will work. And that is what happened. It might not be with KDP. I'm not saying that if you carry on for years with KDP, it's definitely going to be a success. But you might realize along the way, okay, this isn't for me. But that doesn't mean that you haven't learned something from actually trying. As an example, I spent a lot of time on Merch by Amazon when I started, and I saw income reports online that inspired me to get started with it. And I was really pumped up to kind of to make money with it. And I really struggled, and I got to a point where I had a $100 month at one point, and then my interest kind of waned, and I wasn't really putting the time in. And when I did make an effort with it, nothing really came of it. I had the odd sale here or there, but for the amount of effort that I actually put in, I wasn't getting very much back. But it was through doing merch and learning that whole process that I heard about KDP and eventually decided to do it, and had the belief that it would work. Over time, my mindset has changed. When I started to look for ways to make money online, I expected it to be quick. I really did. I really thought I would be making money within a few months, and that was it. I do not know why I had that belief, but I did. And, obviously, over time, I realized very quickly that wasn't the case. So what will make KDP easy? Well, I don't think anything makes KDP easy. I don't think there is any kind of route or shortcut that's going to make it easy. In fact, I think some of those shortcuts are definitely dangerous as far as how it could affect your KDP account. So, for example, using ready-made interiors, I mean complicated ones, not just planners and notebook pages, but if you just use KDP ready-made interiors and you don't make any alterations to them at all, and you're just putting it, you can imagine how many people have identical books. I do think Amazon will crack down on that. So you really should be making your own interiors unless they're very basic. There were programs which enabled you to upload hundreds of books at a time and that kind of thing. I don't think you should do that. If you want to do it, you should take the slow route, and that involves learning the process. Some people obviously have great success just outsourcing the interiors and the covers and all of that, and they're fine with it. I kind of wouldn't do KDP if that was what I was going to do, because I enjoy the creative aspect of it. The thing I enjoy absolute least is the upload process. So if that's what I had to do the whole time, then I wouldn't do it. But will most people fail that ever try low content publishing with KDP? I have no idea how many people try and create books versus the amount of people that actually make, part-time or full-time income. In reality, the opportunity as far as making a small amount, like $100, $200 a month, is not unrealistic. I think that many people could achieve this, even if you don't have any skills whatsoever. That's, just my opinion. I can't guarantee that by any means. When it comes to doing a full-time income, part-time income, of course, that's going to be a lot harder. A lot of people that do start, I think, just think it is a simple thing, an easy road, and maybe they upload, a small amount of books and they find it quite hard. They put a lot of effort into them and they don't work out. They maybe are impatient, which is totally understandable. A lot of people will just quit. I think if you push past that and carry on going, keep improving, eventually you will start seeing some sales and you can build on that. Whether you do or don't succeed at all is going to be variable, and your chance of success is going to be determined by experience, perseverance and willingness to grow and learn the business. On the one hand, if you have someone who has design experience, knowledge of keyword, niche research, and they've had success elsewhere, for example, with print on demand, then I believe their chance of success is going to be relatively high. And by success, in this context, I'm talking about good part-time or full-time income. By contrast, someone with zero design skills, no knowledge about keyword research, limited patience to learn new things, and someone who has no real desire to learn the skills that you might need to be a success with KDP, those people are going to have a much smaller chance of success of making any money. And then there are also those people who are quite negative from the get-go. So people who think that only the people on KDP that have success started years ago, which has been said of any venture really online. That's going to be a negative mindset from the beginning. So if you already believe something is a total lost cause, then you're not going to go all in on that opportunity and take advantage of it, because you're always going to have that belief that's holding you back ultimately. But that's about it. Do you think you should give it a go? Well, why not? Why not? I encourage you to think about it in terms of learning new skills that you might be able to learn in other ways, even if KDP doesn't end up being the one for you. Anyway, I have created a free course. It's just a free little mini course that shows you how to get started with KDP. So if you're interested in that, then do click the link in the description. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave them below and I will try and get back to you. So thank you very much, and I will speak to you again very soon.